there, this is a review video on how to put together your percussion kit. Now, percussion kits are a little bit different. Each one is built a little bit different at the base. So this is going to be a very basic version. And if yours is a little bit different, you can look up the specific brand name of your instrument and you might be able to find something of those. But these are mostly for the Yamaha. Some of the Pearl kits, some of the Ludwig kits have this general shape and feel. So I'm going to start with the base. The base you can undo by turning to the left. You don't want to go all the way out and around because if you do, you don't want it to pull it out and then have it kind of free roaming. So you only need to tighten it and loosen it just enough so that you can get it open, and you're going to open the base legs. If it isn't moving, you might have to shift one or the other to make it go, but it should end up making a nice open base. And then I'm just going to tighten that until it's touch tight, not so it's cranked, but just enough to where it'll actually hold, so that way when I try to put it away, it's nice and easy to undo and put away. Now, we're not going to be able to determine a height until we're standing up, but I am going to take in the basket. The basket is the part that holds the practice pad and the bell cut. We're going to stick this inside of our base, and I'm just going to give a little tighten, same thing, so that way I have something to start with and work with. When I put on my practice pad, the practice pad has a little screw spot, and at the top of my kit I also have a screw spot. So I'm going to stick it on top, and I'm just going to turn it carefully, not too fast, until it stops, and that way your practice pad is secure to use. Now, the other part of this is using the bell side, so I'm going to undo this. And you should have something that looks like this, which I'm going to refer to as the bells, in your kit. There's going to be another screw at the bottom of your basket that you can undo to open up these arms. And again, if they're too tight, you can just pull a few at the sides and bring it up until it's all the way up in this position. It will not go any further than this position up. You're going to make sure that your bigger end is on your left. So my left is over here. I'm going to make sure my bigger end is on that side. My smaller end is on this side. And then when I pick up my bells, I notice that I have a little open space in the middle. That's going to land in the middle of where we just put our practice pad here. I'm going to gently rest it on, and as I'm doing that, the arms should catch the base of the bells on the outside. They should not be under. Sometimes you're going to see students with a kit kind of like this, and they're going to wonder, why is it in such a funky place? So as long as they follow that middle line and they go on the outsides, you should be all set. Finally, adjusting. We're going to do adjusting when it comes to both practice pads and bell kits. For me, the best spot is around where my belt line would be. So I'm going to hold on to the basket first, then loosen. If I loosen first, your kit's gonna fall down. So hold it, I'm gonna bring it up to me, and this is a little bit better of a workspace. I'm gonna do the same thing when I'm working with the practice pad. To put away, I'm gonna take this off first. I'm going to bring the arms of the basket down. Not tightening it too much, just enough again so you know it's secure. Loosen, pull out the basket. I'm not going to tighten this back up. Again, it's not really going anywhere, so I don't need to tighten it back in. In some cases, if you tighten it again, it will actually go too far, pushing the plastic in, and then the plastic on the inside gets stuck and you can't get the basket back in. So just leave it, as long as it's not going to fall out. With my base, small turn. If this happens, you just have to push it down and bring the legs back, just enough so it stays put, and you have put away and put together your percussion instrument.